Sometimes you have to do it alone, not because no one cares, not because you were abandoned, but because growth, real, permanent, bone-deep growth is personal. It cannot be outsourced. It cannot be shared. It cannot be handed to someone else to carry for you. There will be a season in your life, and if you are hearing this, you might already be in it, where the people around you grow quiet. Not because they stopped loving you, but because this part of the journey was never meant for an audience. Let that sink in. This part was never meant for an audience. So stop waiting for the crowd to show up. Stop waiting for the applause before you take the next step. Stop waiting for someone to notice the hours you're putting in before you decide those hours are worth it. They are worth it right now, without a single witness. Think about every person you've ever admired, every name that makes you sit up a little straighter when you hear it. Somewhere in their story, usually in the part nobody talks about, there was a stretch of road they walked completely alone. Not glamorous, not filmed, not clapped for, just them and the work and the silence. That silence is not punishment. That silence is the forge. It's where the version of you that can actually carry what you're building gets built. Because here's the truth, nobody tells you early enough. If you can't do it alone, you don't actually own it yet. If your motivation collapses the moment the room empties out, it was never really yours. It was borrowed from the people watching. And borrowed things get returned. You don't want borrowed discipline. You want your own. So how do you build that? You build it in the moments when it would be so much easier to stop. The alarm goes off before the sun is up, and no one will know if you turn it off and go back to sleep. No one will know if you skip the workout. No one will know if you close the laptop and tell yourself you'll finish tomorrow. No one will know. That's exactly the point. The version of you that you're trying to become is built in the moments no one is checking. Discipline that only shows up when someone's watching isn't discipline. It's performance. And performance fades the second the spotlight moves somewhere else. Real discipline is quiet. It doesn't need permission. It doesn't need an audience. It doesn't even need to feel good in the moment. It just needs to be done. Again and again and again. Until doing it stops being a decision and starts being who you are. I want to talk about loneliness for a second. Not the sad kind, the productive kind. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Lonely is when you're isolated and it's draining you. Alone is when you've chosen the solitude because you know that's where the work gets done. One empties you out. The other fills you up. Slowly, quietly. One rep, one page, one decision at a time. If you're in a season where support is thin, where the people you thought would show up haven't, that doesn't mean you're failing. It might mean you're exactly where you need to be. Because the people who eventually build something real almost always look back and see a stretch where it was just them and the work. You are not behind. You are in training. Let's talk about the excuses, because they will come. They always do. I don't have the resources. I don't have the support. I don't have the connections. I don't have the time. Here is the uncomfortable truth. The people you admire didn't wait until they had all of that either. They started with what they had, where they were, using whatever was in front of them. They didn't wait for the perfect conditions. They created movement inside imperfect conditions, and the conditions improved because of the movement, not the other way around. Stop waiting for permission that isn't coming. Stop waiting for a green light someone else controls. You are allowed to start today, right now, with nothing but your own 2 hands and whatever is left of the day. No excuses, just action. There's a kind of strength that doesn't get talked about enough. The strength of showing up for yourself when nobody is showing up for you. It's easy to be disciplined when people are cheering you on. It's easy to stay consistent when there's a team around you, a community holding you accountable, a crowd expecting results. But what happens when that's stripped away? What happens when it's just you, in a quiet room, with a goal that feels too big and a body that's tired and a mind that keeps whispering, "What's the point?" That's the moment that separates the people who talk about change from the people who actually become someone different. That moment right there, that's the whole game. You don't need the crowd to keep going. You need a reason, a real one. Something that lives underneath the noise, underneath the tiredness, underneath the doubt. Find that reason and hold on to it like it's the only thing keeping the lights on, because some days it will be. Let's talk about focus. In a world full of noise, full of notifications, full of 1,000 voices telling you what you should be doing, focus has become rare, and rare things become valuable. The people who win in business, in fitness, in art, in life, are almost never the most talented in the room. They're the ones who figured out how to protect their attention like it's the most valuable resource they own. Because it is. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you're saying no to your future. Every time you scroll instead of build, you're spending currency you can't get back. Time doesn't wait for you to feel ready. It just keeps moving, with or without your effort attached to it. So ask yourself, right now, what does the next hour of my life go toward? Not next month, not next year, the next hour. Whatever your answer is, that's your real priority, not the one you say out loud, the one you actually live. I want you to understand something about consistency, because it gets romanticized in a way that sets people up to quit. Consistency isn't a feeling. It's not motivation. It's not that fired up energy you get after watching a video like this one. That feeling fades, sometimes in an hour, sometimes by tomorrow morning. Consistency is what happens after the feeling is gone. It's doing the work on the day you don't feel like it. It's showing up when the results aren't visible yet. Grateful you didn't let an empty room convince you that the work wasn't worth doing. Keep going. Keep building. Even when it's just you, especially when it's just you.